There's a lot going on with this rock. Some imperfections. This side's not looking too bad for initially for the start. But I'm just gonna get at it, try to solve some of these little problems. So I'm gonna do some indirect here. Like I said, this side is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it as far as for the, like I said, the initial start. So I'm gonna try to clean up some of this backside. Try to knock off a few flakes, see how it reacts to the copper. There we go. So that wasn't too bad. So this was in here. Right in there. So that was right in there. Really sharp. I gotta take another one right next to it. It's a little ridge running through here. See if I can take off a small one. So I'm gonna, let's see, probably do a parallel. Got a step fracture right in there. So maybe I need to change my angle. It's a little much. Okay. Like I said, it's been a while, so I'm trying to get my... So I'm going to try just a nice smooth strike here. Okay. Just trying to figure out the stone again. Up doesn't work, so I'm going to go down a little bit more. All right. So like I said, I really wanted to take my time with this stone. I don't have too much of it, but I do want to get some points out of it, hopefully. Trying to figure out the pressure. I think aluminum works well on this, so I might switch over. We'll see. Likes to dig a little bit, so parallel doesn't seem to be working too good when this, so I'm just going to tilt in slightly. That was pretty good. So just barely slightly tilted in. Let's see if that's going to be the trick. And then grab a little bit more of the stone. So grab a little bit more than I normally would. Seems to be helping out pretty good. All right. Yeah. That seems to be working pretty good so far. So I got that nasty step fracture that I created right in there. So I'm just going to try to work my way around it. Hopefully I can get to it. We will see. We definitely will see. Just picking and choosing my spots here. Nice. So I think I do tend to overhit this a little bit, and I don't want to. So let's kind of kick it a little bit. Just raising the platform up. So if you guys can see here, the platform's really low. From my limited experience, I'm going to try to raise it up a little bit because this side is fairly flat. So just going to see if that works out for me. All right. So you can see this back end, look at that. So this is really rough. Gotta try to get into that a little bit. All right. So same thing, I'm kind of tilting just in, grabbing a little bit more of the stone, knocking off some nice little flakes, as seen there. So I'm pretty excited about this YouTube channel. I mean, we've had a lot of positive feedback, a lot of help. You know, it's been pretty good. I had to take a month off, unfortunately. I have a lot of other artwork to do. I do a lot of painting, a lot of ceramics. Unfortunately, that had to take up a lot of my time. But I do enjoy it also. I do enjoy the other mediums. All right. Let's try to raise this up a little bit. I think I can run a little flake here. Ran that across. Right across in here. Can go right here too. There's a ridge. Take some of that off. You guys can see that. It's flaking really nice. Look at this. Check that out. That could be a mini point. We'll do that on another video. It's already set up. Now, I won't show all the flakes. I'm just getting you guys to see some of them coming off. I really do want to get into this piece and possibly make something good out of it. Start to zigzag a little bit here to get around that little bulbous area. Picking the low points. Getting the last of that little bit of a cortex on it. Trying to take it off. Hit that spot right there. All right. So we've almost worked our way around the whole piece. It's not my best start that I've had working a stone, but there's still a chance there's something in there. So I'm going to continue to go with it, continue to work it, continue to see if I can turn it into anything. Decent little strike. Grab a little bit more of the stone. All right, here we go. So this is, like I said, this is some local stuff. I do have a handle ready to go for a blade. I'm hoping that I could get it soon, but I am new, so my successes are not as often as I would like. I'm pretty good at a lot of the other stuff, like making the handles and the woodworking part of it, you know, but got to improve my flint knapping skills to go along with it. So I got a little step fracture here. I'm going to try to take it off. Probably from a different angle. We'll see. Let's go chip away at this. This back end's a little bit off. So I'm going to try to, I might as well run some flakes if I can. Beef up that back end a little bit so it's abraded fairly well. Let's try to run a little bit of flakes here. So grab a little bit more with this Monterey Chert. Shot it across. That was nice. Just gotta get 1,000 more of those. Kind of a little step there. That was my bad. There is some imperfections. Look at this, a little dip right there, a little hole that I have to, you know, work out. All right. Looking good on that side. Centering up pretty decent. Still got a lot of work, but it is fun. This is like my relaxation, my free time. It's what I actually prefer to do right now, out of all the stuff that I know how to do. There you go, look at that. Nice flake. If I get free time, man, it's flint knapping for me right now. It's definitely flint knapping. Hopefully that's not a crack right in here. We will see. Probably run this underneath here. Almost. So right here, we're going to try to get this right now. So you can see right here, we have a step fracture. So my thinking is right here on this spot to hit back into it to try to take that off. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Kind of hit that a little bit. So we're going to try to shoot one behind it and through it. So I'm going to angle it up slightly. Let's see if I got it. Kind of mishit it there. So I got to go up a little bit more on it. You guys can see it. Very small. There goes the step fracture. We'll take that. We'll take those little gifts. A little too much oomph on that one. So I'm going to start to shape it too. Try to bring it in because I'm thinking if I narrow it off here, it might help me take this off. All right. See which side's going to be the front or the point and what's not going to be. If I narrow it off here. Yeah, I think we're going to try to bring the point in this way. If I narrow it off, I might be able to take a lot of this off. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. These are little chippy flakes to help straighten it up. That one was a good strike because I needed to take out this step right here. Look at that. I still got this to deal with, but I took off a lot of it here. Now these are chippy just to shape it, run some small flakes hopefully. Still have this natural look at right there, like the imperfection, I believe what it's like the cortex, the outside of the rock. So I want to take off this side. Needs a little grinding. There's a little ridge right here I'm going to try to hit. That helped. Some smaller hits here. There we go. Definitely got to take off a lot of the mass right here in the front. So all this mass right here. So I'm going to do a little run here. Let's go ahead and abrade it. It's going to also try to help straighten it out for me. Because it's kind of twisted. You guys can see that. It's a little twisted, so I got to be careful taking off some of this. It's also raising the center line so that I could get some of it back on the other side also. I think that could be taken out right there. So I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. It is a beautiful day today. The weather's really nice over here. It's not too hot. So I might have an opportunity right here. There's a step here. I might have an opportunity to run one right in here to feather it out, maybe to get some more of it. So let me braid that. It is a little risky too, you know, trying to run a flake under it. It could make it worse. So I'm going to try to angle it like my shot like right on the tip of it. So if you guys can see this, I'm going to try to hit this back into here. I got to be kind of aggressive, so we'll see. Hopefully it goes through. A little bit too much force on that, I'd say. We'll get to it a little later. Like I said, I'm just trying to get anything out of this particular stone. I'm trying to keep the length, but it's a little tough for me right now. Like I said, I haven't done this in over a month. I had to take a break, so I'm trying to remember all these steps. That was a good flake for me right there. Could probably set this up a little bit better after. Did a little ridge right here. That was nice. I'm liking how it's looking. I just got to straighten it out. I'm trying to raise it up without taking off too much. I'm still running little fine flakes. Okay, let's get this corner. Okay, I'm going to try to run a couple of flakes back here. There's one. Let's try to go right next to it. It's a good flake. You guys can see some of these flakes. fairly thin. Just gonna run a little series, some cleanup flakes. It's gonna help center the line. You guys will see the center line hopefully start coming together. I'll show it every now and then, just like that. Turn it. Unfortunately, we're going to lose some of the length because it is a little twisted. So we're going to try to correct that. If you guys are new to flint knapping like I am, I mean, comment in the, leave some comments. Let me know how it's going for you. Because it is tough. It is not easy. I'm outside. It's pretty ventilated here, so I am, you know, there is dust. It's kind of going away pretty good. Taking off some of this mass. So if I can't get it, you know, the angle sometimes helps out. Even a hit that's kind of like below or above center line, having a angle it up a little bit can help with the flake. It's got a lot to do on the tip here. It's so bulky. So I got to concentrate more, I think, now on running some flakes because I'm kind of, it's still staying pretty bulky and I'm losing a lot of the width. So I think I'm going to focus a little bit more on running flakes, which is taking more of a risk too for me. That I don't break it. But let's take some of those opportunities since they're here to run some flakes. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna switch over to some aluminum to see if it runs the flakes a little bit better. A little bit more mass behind it might help. It might also not work, so we'll see. Oh, look at that. That was a little too easy, actually. So I gotta be careful about that. Oh yeah, it's gotta. So I think I just need to ease up now because it seems like this is helping it run a little too easy. Huh. Be super careful now. Yeah. That first one right there, that might cause some issues. Might get a split alongside of it, so I gotta really be careful now. I honestly didn't expect it to to be that easy. Yeah, it's cleaning it up pretty nice. Besides that initial little hit, that initial little mistake. It might be worth it to try next time, starting with that. Would have helped run some flakes a little easier. Let's see. It's running them pretty nice. Right across it. I'll have to take a chance here. If I'd known it was going to be like that, I would have switched over a long time ago. Pretty good, pretty good. It's just taking flakes really well with this aluminum. All right, so I might have to address this here now, that step fracture. So I'm going to raise this up slightly just to see if I can get it. Yeah, and all these mistakes are my mistakes. I mean, I'm trying to fix them. All right. So I'm going to try to go right in here. You can see this is a little low end here, and try to take off some of this nastiness. So let's try back in here first. Nope. So it looks like there's a ridge that's going through here, because that did not want to come off. Oh, look at that. That didn't want to come off. There was a nasty ridge right here. So I went in here and I hit way up here and got lucky. Look at that. Let's take that flake off. So now I just got this one right here, and then a couple on this side to try to take off eventually. So that truly did help out. All right, it's kind of getting out of shape here, so we're going to go ahead and help it out. Just trying to concentrate. Like I said, I'm trying to get something out of this. Some type of point. Doesn't have to be my best point. It just I'm learning, so something presentable. All right. I do take little pieces off here and there, or flakes off, trying to prepare myself for some of this backside that's suffers from my initial mistakes. All right, we're just gonna take a chance. Try to take off right here. We're gonna try to take that off. Well, my game plan is to hit it here or right in the middle of that, to try to go under it. We're just gonna go for it. Nothing else to do but go for it. Let's try it. Didn't work. Definitely didn't work. Try it up here. There we go. So check that out. This was a big problem. That was right in there. So this was a really big problem. That's what I had to deal with. I actually hit it from in here through the back. And look at that. That was actually, well, there's still this to deal with, but on this side, I mean, not too bad. All right, let's just shape it up a little bit. Run some flakes. Try to fix this blade up. They are little flakes, you can see. Clean up flakes. I am liking this material now that I've switched over to the aluminum. The flakes are running good. I probably would have a nicer point if I switched over to it a little earlier. But the point's not done yet. Still a lot that can be done to help salvage it, for sure. I do have one huge block of this that's in its like really raw state. It's just like, I'll bring it over and show it. Give me one moment. All right, so this is what it looks like. So this type of material comes from this. I mean, you're talking about, you have to try to find a good vein that runs through it. It's tough stuff. Definitely tough stuff. Here's some brown. So you got to get lucky enough and out of all this to try to pull a decent area of material. And I will be trying to, get into this too sometime this week. Let's go ahead and continue with that right now. It's not the prettiest yet, but we're working it. I could probably pressure flake the rest of it, and I probably should. But I did want it to be a little thinner. I could probably do it pressure flaking. I'm going to see if I can get away with some more indirect. And see if we can get there. Let's get my trusty stick here. So this is, if you guys can see this, I mean, that's not looking too bad, and I haven't even did any pressure flaking on that. Like, that has a really good turn on it. Probably got to take off some material here. I'm pretty sure I could pressure flake that part of it. This in here, I might be able to pressure flake it, or if I set it up right, I might be able to hit right in between it in a few spots. Let's go ahead and try to get it ready for that, to see if I can get to some of those areas. Now, I didn't lower it completely. It's still about centered. It's just right even with it. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's actually, yeah, let's lower it just a little bit more. Right in here. Try to get to this back side. All right. So we're gonna go, I created that little area right in here. I have a couple spots to try to go under it. Hopefully it works. It's going to be kind of aggressive on this one. So you're going to see a good strike here. Okay. So it's a little bit more aggressive than normal. I had to take off that. Check that out. We almost got all of it. That was a step fracture right there. You guys can see it. It was right in here. There's still one more. You guys can see it, it's right there. I might try to do the same. Might try to raise it up slightly and try to shoot one across. Let's see if I can do it here. This might be my last one before I actually try to shape it and maybe sharpen it, that kind of good stuff. So right in here, we're going to take one more risk. Let's hope that it works out. So right here before, it's right in there. You guys can see it. And let's give it a go. Let's definitely give it a go. Let's see if I got it. I'm pretty happy with it. We took off a lot of it. It's a couple little minor ones here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Natural little crack right in here. You can see a little imperfection. Took a little chip out of it. It's all good. Same thing. That was actually fine before I hit it right now. I created that right there. Maybe see if I can pop that out with the pressure flaker. Just gonna see if I can take that off. There's one right in here. See if I can pop that off. All right, knocked a lot of it off. All right, everybody, thank you for watching video number 2. Look out for the last video, third video on the final cleanup and a finish point. Please like, please subscribe. Have a good day.